the park.
Yay!
I know, Yannis in the park. Yannis in the park after
Yeah.
dark.
Because I need to go for a walk after dinner, and somebody asked me to have to be online at 9 p.m. It's really difficult.
It's not difficult.
I need
Just make it difficult.
I need an hour and a half to go for a walk. So that's why I'm
you should
in
eat
the
dinner
park
earlier
right
so
now.
you can keep up with your promises, right?
No, I eat dinner and then I play the piano and then I talk to my family.
Okay, are you ready to start the show yet, crazy girl?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I am Doreen, then who are you?
I am Doreen's friend.
Oh my gosh. You are enough to stress me.
Bless you.
Yes. So talk to me about Cantonese movies.
Cantonese movie is really attractive to me, but for those people who don't know Cantonese, they will not like it. Just like when I watch the American movie, I don't like it because I cannot understand what the hell they're talking about. So that's why I seldom watch American movies.
Well, why can't you understand what they talk about? You understand English.
But sometimes they speak really fast and then there's some slang in the movie.
You have a problem with slang?
Yeah, I have no problem with dirty words in English because Doreen taught me a lot. But I have some problems.
Yeah, blame it on me. I hear you. No, don't get me in trouble with the Chinese government like that. Are you crazy? Do not
Chinese
blame it on
government's
me.
not gonna look at the
You knew those
media.
words before I ever came along. So tell me about this
No.
movie, Yannis.
It is about a love story between a very handsome man and a woman. That this story happened in a police office. And how do you say that? It's like all of them are policemen and policewomen. And that's it.
Chris, what
Yeah.
what shows in England do we have that are very police based?
Yeah, there's one or two that we watch. Mainly, there's one called Father Ted, which is a
Father Ted.
Yeah, he's.
Isn't that the comedy though?
Yeah, but there's one in it's based in a police station as well.
So there's a second one.
Yeah,
but we know the Irish one's the best.
Yeah, it's good that. But also we do watch mainly watch a lot of American CSI programs, and there's one where what we like is where it's the people, the doctors, the police doctors who have to go and solve the crime medically by looking at the forensic evidence, what's left behind. So things like that, they're quite popular.
Well, there's Bones, but I couldn't actually picture them making Bones a movie. Although Elementary, I was kind of sad that ended. The one with Lucy Liu and
oh yeah,
what's his name? Johnny.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
He's a British bloke.
Yes, I remember the fella.
I think I would enjoy more of the Cantonese and Chinese movies if they would like put subtitles at the bottom.
Yeah, yeah. There was a girl, I saw a film, I don't think it was a police thing, but there's a film made in China about, I think it was China, about a girl who had a hawk, a pet hawk, and it went down really well in Britain. I forget the name of the, she'd got a pet hawk or something, and she was the star of the show, and it was a big thing because she, as a woman, was starring herself in this this film. The Bourne Ultimatum, just below
that was the closest one I could find to her Line Walker.
Yeah, that was great.
Line Walker is Yannis' movie. The closest thing I could get to him is the Bourne Ultimatum series.
Yeah, that's good.
Who is the Yannis? Do you know who is a girl with the Would you say a girl with the hawk?
Yeah.
Girl with the hawk?
It's a girl who's got a pet hawk, and she finds her independence with this hawk. It's incredible. I've not actually seen the
Lady
film.
Hawk.
Yeah.
Would that be the name of it, Chris?
Could be.
1985.
Before that, it was only about 3 years ago.
Okay.
I want to show you something. I want to show you something. Look at that.
Oh, I love
Did
that.
you
Get
see?
closer to it. Get closer. That is beautiful.
Look, did you see?
Wow.
Look at that gate, Chris.
That is incredible. Yeah, look at that. What is that?
Yannis, what does it say?
Is the mountain's name. If you go over this gate, you can go to that mountain. It's Grateful Mountain.
Oh yeah. That's gorgeous. So colorful and bright.
Look.
Ooh, we're going towards it. We're going up it. Wow.
Look at
Rising
that.
Hawk, Chris.
Yeah.
Here, let me show you. I know. Look at that. Isn't
Welcome
it
to
beautiful?
China.
Welcome
That is
to
amazing.
China.
Yeah.
China the beautiful.
Yeah, I like bright lights, I must admit, and colorful buildings.
Oh, they love it. And I love it too.
Look. There's some Chinese characters on here.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, what does that say?
What does it say, Yanni?
Is traditional characters. I have no idea. You know, some people who were 80 years old, who were 80 years old, 90 years old, they understand what they said. I have no idea what.
Oh, wow.
Traditional Chinese.
Yeah.
Look at them.
Traditional Chinese has over 6,000 characters.
Wow, that's beautiful. I like that.
Modern Chinese has 26, just like our alphabet.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Look at the elephants on either side. Isn't that a cool thing?
Yeah, good. Do you get wild elephants in China?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, like in Hainan provinces. Yeah, they have it, but not a lot.
Yeah.
We have that stone right there, but kind of difficult for you to
What are the blue
see.
things, Yannis?
Oh, those blue things is for the COVID test.
Okay.
Ignore those blue things. It's ugly. That over there.
Right, but they're
stone
trying to take care of the people, you know. 1.3 billion people is a lot of people to take care of.
Wow. Yeah.
Look. This. Did you see the stone? Right there.
Well, take me over there. I want to see. Now, Chris, is this that movie?
That's she's a Chinese girl actually, the one that I've seen, but it could be that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a picture in a film cover.
Oh right, yeah. Oh, that is the one. Yeah, I'm sure that's the one. Yeah.
I love the look of that. So what's on the other side of it, Yanni?
Oh, some flowers.
Show me.
Look at that. Did you see
Keep
the
walking.
flower?
I cannot see. You are not close enough. All I can see is the elephants right now. And I am seeing, what does that say over
Can
the
you
top
see
of it? What does it say over the top?
nothing there over the top? There's no characters there.
No?
Look at some flowers there. Maybe you cannot see that very clearly. You can look at the elephant. Elephant. Elephants and the characters. And some people playing badminton. And some kids walking around.
Yeah.
Now,
like
Chris,
Yeah.
do they have Airbnb in England?
I've heard of it. Yes.
They do have it.
I'm sure they do. Yeah. Just remind me what it was. I do recognize the name.
Airbnb is like when instead of going to a hotel, maybe
Yeah.
I'm coming to Rotherham and I don't want to stay at the local hotel. But
Yeah.
there's a family who has an extra apartment or a room or whatever, and you can rent that.
Yes.
That way the person who has the extra room is making money and you can stay in some place that's 5 billion other people have not stayed.
Yeah. Oh, yes, that's right. I'm sure that's here as well.
I know Americans are making a lot of money with it.
It's interesting. Yeah.
Well, you have more of a private touch. The people, like, let's say I went to North Carolina and I rented an Airbnb. Then inside, they generally put a notebook or a cover, and it says, "Oh, this restaurant is good. This restaurant so," you know, and it lets you get it's a more of a personal touch that the hotel just won't do.
Right. Oh, sounds
Plus, you
great.
don't have to have a bunch of people in and out of your room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hotels are very inhuman, so to speak.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
don't want to say that though, because I do take advantage and use a lot of hotels. When I am in China, I fly around a lot, so I use a lot of hotels there. Here, like, I'm getting ready for my trip to Jupiter. Woo, 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 woo. I am going to Blowing Rocks, and I'm so excited. And everybody's like, "Aren't you going to use Airbnb?" And I've got a really great deal on a hotel, and I'm only going to be there 3 days. So
你咧有冇飲買支飲料唔該？
what?
呢個幾錢啊
You do know
？Wait
Chinese?
a minute, I'm trying to buy the drinks. Buy the drink. 哦，數邊度啊？
You're buying a drink.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna scan her. I scan him. Oh,
That is why you are frozen.
5 RMB. What the hell? So expensive. It should be free.
Chris, welcome to the new age of students in the classroom.
Ah.
You know when they're doing something because their screen freezes. I've had students who, when I'm trying to give them their lesson, they start playing the video game and they're like, "How do you know I am playing the video game?"
Look at this. Look.
Oh, that's good. What's that? It's family. A family.
What does
Yeah.
it say,
I wish
Yanni?
you have. I wish you have a happy family.
Yeah.
That is
Look at
cool.
them. This is a mountain. Over there is a mountain. Here is a park, I think. There's
Ah.
some flowers over there.
Mm.
Oh, did you see the flowers?
Oh, yeah.
The
There?
flowers, sweetie. Isn't that where you were just sitting a minute ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at the kids. They are trying to learn the. Did you see?
Yes, I see. She's trying to learn roller skating.
Roller skating. The kid is curious about you, but he does not get the chance. Okay.
So are you in Jingaman? Or yeah,
Yeah.
are you in Yanmen? See, I said it
Jiangmen?
correctly.
Jiangmen.
I said Jungman.
Did you see? Emergency command. Emergency water supply.
Oh,
Is
wow.
in the you see? They have
Yes, I see.
English here. If you
Yeah.
come over here, you will be able to know where to find the toilet.
They aren't letting
Not good.
anybody in, are they?
No, they're not. But you see the flowers. And you see some people sitting over there. Most of them are couples. Only me and my father are not couples. And it's okay.
You cannot travel outside of Yemen, can you? Yannis,
What?
can you travel right now?
I cannot. I can travel. I only can travel within the city. I
Right.
cannot go to other cities, I think.
Because of the COVID, right? Chris, do you have any
Yeah,
restrictions where you are?
No, our restrictions have stopped a few weeks ago, and now we're open. The country's open, and everybody can go where they like. The restrictions are clear now.
That
So
is
what-
one of the things I've liked here is we really haven't had any restrictions. But if you look, I mean, they have the COVID map so you can see where the highest amounts of COVID are.
Yeah.
My boss has to report back to China how I am, the area I'm in, and all that. And I haven't had a case of COVID within 25 miles of me for 6 months, 7 months. What is that, Yannis? Water?
What flavor? Oh, it looks like lemon. Yeah.
Lemon water.
Lemon water. Oh, lovely. I like lemon water. Yeah.
5 RMB is
That's not bad.
That's good.
with less than $1.
Very good.
6
Oh,
RMB
that's
would be $1.
Yeah. That's good. That's very reasonably priced.
Yeah.
It is not. It should be free. If you pay $1, you should get 2 of this.
Yeah. Well, of
It's more
course it should.
expensive.
Lots of things should be free. Yeah, I agree with that.
They are selling it for a high price, not a reasonable price. They
Yes.
should have a discount for some people like me.
Yeah.
We have discounts. Sorry, did you say discounts?
Yeah, discount.
Yeah, I'm with you. We have discounts here for students and old people. So it's from one end of the extreme to the other. Young people get discounts, old people get discounts. So I
Teachers
get
discounts
Yeah.
in a lot of places.
Can you get discount?
Well, I get a discount for being a student. I also get a discount for being a teacher. I'm not old enough to get the discount yet, thank God.
How old can you get a discount? If you want to get a discount, how old should you be?
I don't know. Walter gets a discount because he's old.
We get a discount as well for being old.
Chris gets it. I
If
think
you're
you
over
gotta be 60 or over, right?
Yes, if you're over 65 here in England, you get lots of different discounts. Sometimes you don't. You've just got to put up with it and try and get by the best you can. But we get discounts on public transport. We get discounts on some food or things like that. Essential things we get discounts on for being old.
When I was in
What about
China,
common people?
Common people don't get anything. You have to work really hard, otherwise you don't get anything, and you end up on the streets like it happens here. You get people out of just down the road in the town. You get people sat on street corners with tins for people to put money in. It's a terrible situation. I think some people
put money in, Yanni.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you have that? Do you have poor people on the streets, Yannis, begging for money?
Yeah. They have. Actually, they earn
Shanghai.
more money than most of us.
Yes, I know what you mean. Yeah. Yeah.
They earn more money than most of us. They were sitting there and trying to make them look really poor, and they have some dust on their face, look really dirty, and they were trying to, oh, give me some money. I don't have dinner for more than 3 days. Oh, if you don't have dinner for more than 3 days, you're gonna be dead right now.
Yeah.
It's impossible. They are good at lying. I don't think they are really like so poor like that.
That happens here. That happens here. If you watch them carefully, when they go away, sometimes they get in big cars and drive off. We've seen that happen. People can't. Yeah, people can't.
I used to do volunteer work at a homeless shelter. And, you know, for a while I felt very, very bad for these people. But some of them are pitiful souls and they do need help. But I also found there was one guy I felt very, very bad for him. And I was talking to somebody about maybe getting him a job because I felt so bad. Then came that Friday and this big Mercedes-Benz pulls up and it's got a woman and 2 kids. And he hands her this wad of cash. And I looked over, I'm like, who is this lady? Oh, that's his wife. He'll go home tomorrow. Home? Oh yeah, he has a house over the other side of town. I'm like, wait a minute. You come here and you live in a homeless shelter all week long, taking up food and resources that an actual homeless person needs so you can make a quick buck and not go to work. That really sucks. But sadly, you see things like that a lot. I mean, right now in America here, they're having a war about student loans. And the way I see student loans is these are people who actually got up and made an attempt to try and make something of their life. I mean, we give money here in America, we give money away to foreign countries, we give money away to welfare. On Social Security disability, there's a lot of drug addicts and drunks. Yeah, if I'm going to give my money away to all of these people who are going to do nothing with their life, why can't I help out somebody who is trying to better themselves? Yeah. So I don't mind them eliminating the student debt. At least it's not going to welfare or a foreign country. I really don't. I mean, you go to places like China, the education is highly affordable. Here in America, if you want to go to like a Harvard, you're talking about almost, you know, $100 grand a year just on tuition. That doesn't include books or anything else. So, you know, these people that are down on their luck, they're down on their luck for a reason. And you feel bad for them. But the people who are doing it just because they don't want to work, again, it's like right now here in this country, you see a lot of people who are lying to try and make money on the system. Look, we even have a high profile one right now. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Every person around them all didn't see not one thing that this woman is saying. Not one. It's funny. Half of them she's asked to testify for her refused to show up. She is lying. And in the end, people who are actually getting abused and getting hurt and getting battered are not going to be able to get treatment because they're going to say, oh, well, you're lying just like this lady did. I know, it's crazy.
What does your cup look like? What does your cup look like, Chris?
Say that again. What does
your cup?
What does
oh, sorry.
Your cup?
My cup is, it's the Marvel Comics.
There you go. Put it in front
of you. Wow, that is so cool.
Spider-Man. The Incredible Hulk. And
oh, that is so
Wolverine.
Cool. I saw that just now. So.
Wolverine.
Saw a little bit just now.
Yeah.
That is so
also,
cool.
I've got a friend to come say hello to you. This is Wilfred.
You got to put him in front of you. There he is.
It's Wilfred. Oh. It's my grandson's Wilfred the hamster, and he needs batteries.
Real.
He's given him.
Is it a real hamster?
No.
No, he's not real yet.
There's no, he's not real.
Kind of like Bing Dwen Dwen, not real.
Yeah. And my grandson gave him me, and I need to put some batteries in his tummy, and then he will talk to you.
Okay. I see. I see.
Yeah.
I will have to send Chris your address. Maybe he can send you some Thornton's. Best chocolate in the world.
Lovely
Yummy.
chocolate.
England?
English
Yeah.
chocolate. Yeah.
They have some good chocolate there. And their Turkish delight is not the same as your Turkish delight. I think that's one of the great things about traveling is you get to taste all of these yummy things.
Yeah.
And
Turkish
even if
delight.
you can't travel, it's the amazing thing about the internet.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris and I hooked up. I send him things. He sends me things. But it's cool.
Yeah. I like it. By the way, you're just talking about a Cantonese film. We have a Cantonese restaurant down the road, and it's lovely food.
Seriously?
we
Cantonese restaurant.
Yes, we can eat Cantonese. We have them ordered, and they bring them to the door. Takeaway Cantonese food.
Delivery.
Oh, cool.
We
Have you
call it
ever
takeaway.
tried
We
it?
call it delivery.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, yeah.
You
And then
tried
I
it.
go. It's gorgeous. It really is nice. And then I go to the big city, Sheffield, which is just down the road, and there's a Cantonese restaurant in there. And I always go for the Cantonese food. I go for Chinese food. I like Chinese food in general. Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah. Do you get fish and chips in your country, in China? No fish and
Fish
chips.
and chips. We have that, but it's not very like very English.
They don't fry
style.
fish.
British.
They don't
Right.
fry fish.
They
No.
have it, but it does not taste that good. It tastes like they made it yesterday and take it out for you.
Yeah.
Oh, look, this is your dinner. And you try it. It tastes
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah. Well,
It is
that's
not
a-
good, Chris.
Yeah.
They have it.
Tastes
And it
horrible.
is funny that you know, that is one of the things that is unique to England. When they say chips, usually in America, we mean potato chips. In England, when you say chips, you are talking about French fries. And in China, when they say chips, they're talking about vegetables.
Oh, right.
Like
Yeah.
they have carrot chips, celery chip. They have them in all kinds of colors and flavors
Yeah.
that you would never imagine.
Oh, nice. It sounds interesting. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that about that. Yeah, that's good to know.
Yeah. When I am in Germany, the chips there, they're more like bread than they are potato.
All right.
I don't know how else to put it. They have a different and unique flavor than what I am used to.
Yeah.
I am gonna walk while I am talking. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
I hear you.
Hear me clearly? Are you
Yes.
Yeah.
last time to say goodbye to those flowers.
Bye bye, flowers.
Bye bye. And this tell you have some legal problems. You call 12348. It's useless. This is the toilet.
They sponsored the toilet, huh? Well, how about
Yeah.
if you talk about one of your favorite things, Yanni? Look,
Yay.
the
What?
panda. Look, he's in my favorite
panda.
position too, sleeping.
I love sleeping. Yeah.
I know,
I
you know, we
do.
have done the panda before, but we brought it back because guess who just Anand had a 35th birthday.
Oh, wow.
Look at Anand go. Woo, 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 35 and still chewing on the bamboo.
The bamboo.
They like watermelon. They like pumpkins. They love fruit. They love bamboo.
They like to eat and sleep
Yeah.
like me. They have the same hobby as me.
I know you tend to eat a lot. But when we think about all pandas around the world, they do belong to China. Doesn't matter if they are in your country or another country, they all belong to China. And China does check on them. China requires anybody with a panda to, you have to yearly give a report on your panda.
Wow.
Now, Ocean Park, which is in Hong Kong, says that in the wild, pandas typically live about 20 years. And in human care, they can live up to 30 years. So to have Anand hit 35 is like a really big deal. And in panda years, kind of like, you know how when they say about doggy years, in panda years, Anand is 105. Look at that. Isn't that cool?
Wow.
Let me see the battlement.
Oh, that's good. What's that?
I have no idea. It's on the floor. I don't know what is that.
It looks like a
Did you
grave.
see?
Ah.
Look at this. This.
Is it a grave, Yanni?
No, it's not a grave. Who is gonna put the grave here? No, nobody's gonna do that.
They would build around it.
It looks like treasure boxes
Doesn't
full
it?
of
Yeah.
treasure.
Yeah, I think so. Look over here. It has some
What does it say?
oh, is National Forest Park. Did you see the English on it? Or maybe
Yeah.
you can National
Yes.
Forest Park of China.
China.
Of China.
Mm.
Oh, so you must be close to Three Rivers.
Three Rivers. No.
The Three Rivers Park.
Three Rivers Park. It is not that park. This park.
I know it is
Forest.
not that park, but you have to be close to it. The National Forest Park is close to Three Rivers.
Oh. We are gonna
Okay,
say
girly.
goodbye to them.
So what did you want to talk about in psychology? And for those of you who don't know, Yannis is the one who set up today's show. Our subject.
Actually, I did nothing. I did nothing.
I know,
am
you
an
are
honest
innocent.
person.
Ooh, what is that? What is that? What is that? That is too cool. So walk.
Actually, it's a phantom, but they are not doing what they should do now. And you can only see the color is changing.
I know, but I want to see the colors changing. I am a child.
Yeah. There's
Walk
the
around.
water
Can we get
down
any
there.
closer? I don't care about the water. I want to see the thing. Walk around.
I cannot get closer or I jump in there. I'll get wet.
Why can't you walk to the right? What is on the right?
I cannot walk to the
Left.
right. That's far away from my house.
The whole thing is far away from your house. What is your point? Oh, that looks like a lily.
Lily.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. It looks like
Keep
a
going.
flower.
Oh. It is a flower.
Chris, could you picture being around this much artwork all the time?
Oh yeah, that's brilliant. Look at that. Yeah, it's a real proper sculpture. That it's got everything.
They have some water pop out from that flower.
Yeah.
Normally,
But-
yeah.
But they don't have it now. So I cannot
Maybe
show
they're
you.
cleaning the basin, honey. But that is okay. Just the lights
Oh.
are beautiful by themselves. China should be called the land of decoration. Everything
Oh,
there is
yeah.
decorated. It's beautiful.
Beautiful. Yeah, it looks great.
And you have to know it. I am in the 3rd tier city, so
She is in a 3rd tier city.
It is not
Like London
such
would be a
a
1st tier city.
Mm-hmm.
Sheffield would be a 2nd tier city, and Rotherham would be a 3rd tier city.
Ah, I understand. Yeah.
It is beautiful. Wait a minute, do that again, Yanni. No, put your face in it, dude. I can see your glass. Put your face in it. Get your hand down. I want to see you and the thing.
No, oh, goodbye. I say goodbye to him.
Oh, you're so
I
mean.
cannot go back.
You are so mean. You
I
can, but
cannot
you
go
won't.
back.
You can, but you won't.
I cannot go back.
And meet my stubborn child, Chris. How is Kate doing?
Kate's doing all right. She's got she's busy in her allotment, as you've probably seen.
Yeah.
She's going to start college soon for a particular course that she wanted to do years ago. And now the children have grown up a little bit more. She's going to go back to this course at college, part-time, so that she can still be a mom and work at college as well.
And how old is she now?
40 this year.
40 this year, and she's going back to college for master or doctorate?
Yeah, that's right.
No, it's for her bachelor's.
Yeah.
Bachelor's or
they're similar.
master's?
Yeah, that's right.
Bachelor,
they're similar things.
Bachelor's.
Yeah. Here, if you can actually do that. You can. I went to university when I was 52, I think.
I was 38 when I went.
Yeah, it's never too late to do anything, really.
Oh, I love hearing that. You know, in China, it's like people it seems like they think, oh, you should go to school at 18 and you should graduate from school and get your bachelor's degree at 22. They have that stereotype. It's really ridiculous and useless. You know, like in England and America, people like to go to school when even they get old, like 60, 70 years old, they still go to school, never too old to learn. It's
right.
like, oh my God.
Yeah.
If you're in China right here, if you're 25 years old and you go to school and get your bachelor's degree, your relatives is gonna comment on it. Oh, you're too old. Aren't you gonna have a kid? Or, oh my God, you're going back to school.
Yeah.
They gave you a bad comment.
Yeah. Well,
you shouldn't have a bad comment. Sometimes life gets in the way.
Exactly. I think I found it a lot easier to learn things when I was older because I wasn't worrying about other things. My mind was easier to concentrate on one thing. Whereas
and then
when
if you have a family, you got to pay for them too. And
yeah, that's it.
I mean, here in America, a lot of people go to school to try and make themselves better. That's what I was talking about. That's why this student loan debt is a big deal here right now. And sometimes you graduate from college, and when you started college, like when I went for natural medicine, when I got out of college, Florida no longer recognized natural medicine, so I couldn't go into practice. There was nothing I could do with it here, so what was I supposed to do? Move? So no, I had to go back to school again. It was really a big deal.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen motorcycle like that?
Wow, motorcycles.
Oh my,
they're a lot more like mopeds or scooters, but yeah.
Mopeds.
Motorcycle.
They call them motorcycles. They wouldn't know. It's not a Harley, Yannis.
Look at that. Have you ever seen that in England? I don't think so.
No, we do have. It looks like the road that I live on. There's big cars and motorcycles going by, and some young people make the cars to make a lot of noise. the exhaust pipe. They do
No,
something
you're
with
not
the
allowed to
exhaust.
do that in China.
Ah, good. That is a good thing because it's really noisy. And
Boy, are you getting old, buddy?
yeah, I know it really is awful. Absolutely. They sound. Some of those motorcycles sound like giant bees.
My dad had one before, but he sold it, and because we got 2 cars at home, and that's enough.
Mm.
Yeah, have you been driving since you've been in Yanmen?
Yeah, only once or twice.
Oh, okay.
Love your country and love your job.
Ah, interesting. Mm. The streets are very clean as well, Yannis, I've noticed.
They
Unlike
always
here,
are.
yeah, here in Britain, people just throw their litter down on the floor.
No.
There, it looks beautiful and clean.
Yeah, everybody takes part. It's a unified effort. What does that gate go to? Is that a private gate?
Somebody's house.
What does it say over the top?
I don't understand that traditional Chinese.
You are so.
Here, like
Oh, yeah.
Those you can rent.
you pay
Chris.
one.
Yeah.
You pay one. You pay 1 RMB. You can ride this bike 1 RMB for half an hour.
Ah, that's good. Also very healthy as well to cycle. I notice a lot of people cycle in China when I see them on the TV.
It's an easier way. I would not want to drive in China.
Mm.
When I got to China, I could drive. I chose not to. There's just too much stuff in the road. I would be so afraid that I would hit somebody. And now that when I get back, Yannis wants us to have a house in town. That's one of the things I do now is bike around the block. Because I have to build the muscles, right, Yanni?
Yeah,
So where are you now?
I am walking back home.
Why are the trees painted white at the base, Yannis?
I have no idea. Maybe they think it looks better. Somebody is trying to make it. It is a bar, I think. Does it look like a bar? I haven't been there. Yes, it is.
It's because you don't hang out and drink, buddy.
Does it look like a bar?
It is a bar. Nobody's there, but it's a bar.
So what time at night is it now, Yannis, there?
9:42.
Yeah, 9:42. 9:42 already.
Okay.
Because somebody's car. Which
So
people-
Yannis's show is we are walking through China.
Yeah. Actually, this is fascinating. It really is. So, and it looks fairly quiet. Doesn't look as though there's lots of people about, except in cars and motorbikes. Is that normal?
No,
Yeah, it is normal.
it is not normal. Normally, there's a lot of people.
No, it's at night. It's really late for some people in the countryside. Like here. I think I live in the countryside. Then I'm going to show you some fish. And they are alive in the tank. If you have some
Okay,
money,
show me the
and
fish.
you pick that fish and then ask the cook to, hey, help me cook this fish. And then this fish will be done in 20 minutes.
Wow, that's fresh. Fresh
Yeah,
fish.
that is so cool.
Yeah.
Let me show you.
That's great. What would you have with the fish besides fish? Would you have other vegetables?
Yeah, you have a lot of things that you want. Look at that.
When I was in China, there was more fish. There was more fresh vegetables than I've seen anywhere else in the world.
Wow.
Many of them I have no idea what they are.
Yeah.
Somebody is drinking beer right there. Let me show you something.
Show me.
Those are some power banks. These are some power bank. Power bank. If your phone is dying, you can come over here
Oh
and
yeah.
get that.
Hmm.
Oh, those are some.
See the fish?
Look,
Oh yeah. Look at that. Oh, and lobster.
yeah, you pick which one that you like, and then you ask the cook to help you cook it. You're gonna
Wow,
have it in 20 minutes.
that is great.
Shrimp,
Look at that. More lobsters.
fish.
Oh, crawfish. Fish.
Yeah,
Oh,
fish.
there's a big one. Yeah. Oh, I'll have that one. That looks good. Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, they have this. You just need to come over here. And it's really cheap. If you pay 50 RMB, it's like $8. You get a fish.
Yeah.
And they cook it for you.
$8.
Yeah.
Head to tail.
This
Nice.
looks kind of cool, actually. This is a grocery store. And this is a bread store.
Yeah.
This is a restaurant. Look at that. Look at that. Not real.
No. I can
In
see.
this place, you can buy the Chinese lottery.
Oh yeah.
Where's my ticket, Yanni?
Oh no, we don't get in there when my dad is here. Oh, okay.
We don't get in there when my father's here.
Ah, see. Yeah.
Mama.
This is a grocery store.
Mm.
I know.
And
I
there's
am
an ice
still
cream.
getting coupons for China. You know.
Yeah.
So, what did you want to talk about in psychology, other than you know how to make me fung fung?
Psychology. I know nothing about it. Look at some students have the uniform or it's Chinese uniform. It's so cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I had the same kind. I had the same uniform too when I was in that school before. I think the uniform is ugly.
Mm.
It's my opinion. It does not mean everybody thinks it is ugly.
No, that is your opinion. You're entitled.
My opinion, it is really ugly.
That looked like a hot pot shop that's not open.
Not a hot pot shop. It's another
No,
shirt
the one
bike.
you walked by a while ago.
Shirt bike. Another
Right.
kind of shirt bike. Look at the street. Oh, how do you like this?
I see your finger.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, there's your eye.
Okay.
There's the apartment building. Well, Chris, I bet you didn't know you were going to walk through China today.
I didn't, and it's brilliant. I think it's really good to be able to just see.
The price. The price. This is the lettuce. This lettuce. 0.98 lettuce. 1 RMB. You can see the price.
I know. I miss it. I can almost smell the spices. As you walk down the street, there is always some kind of music somewhere in the background. And someplace, usually, there is a female voice speaking in Mandarin. You know, just going on and on and on.
What does she say to you? What is the idea?
I don't know. She says it in Mandarin. I don't speak Mandarin. But you
This
just,
is like
it's that
the
droning
KFC.
voice that goes on and on. And then you get this sweet smell of spices.
Ho Chi KFC. Yeah.
What? You got a KFC?
No, No, it's a place like KFC.
Oh,
It's a place like KFC. I am gonna buy some. Did you remember what I bought for a midnight snack the other day? Is
the noodles?
they put not the noodles. It's like they put it in a round plate and it's white. They put an egg in there. I'll show you later.
Okay, show me later.
I'll show you later. I can buy the midnight snack within less than $1
I know.
with egg.
I miss
That's it.
delivery. Rub it in, rub it in, rub it in. See how you are?
It's a police office. It is closed.
That is because I am not there yet.
If you were here,
They would need to
It
be
would be
open all of the time, right? You know how
Yeah.
us pirates
Because-
are.
a dangerous person.
I
it
know,
is
I
me.
am.
Dangerous person.
And
I
you,
told you.
yeah, and you seem perfectly safe walking down the street as well, which a young lady here at night time walking down the street would not be safe,
Oh,
unfortunately.
honey, you can walk around China anytime, night or day. I could walk around naked, and the only thing that would happen is I would get arrested for public indecency.
Right.
You have no worries there, or at least I never did. I don't know of any place that's safer.
That's great. That's really good.
Not even here in America.
Mm. It's good.
It's a place for old people to live.
Oh, yeah.
A nursing home?
Yeah. Nursing home.
Okay.
At the bus station. Bus station. Did you see
Right.
over there?
We see.
Mhm.
Have some. Yeah. This is a place to sell some tea, some Chinese tea. With $2, you get one. It's
I
cheap
miss
and
my
good.
lemon tea. I miss my lemon tea.
The tea here is kind of good. And this is a place to sell the
Bikes?
bikes. Did you see?
Yes, I
Oh,
see.
yeah. Mm.
Is it cool?
Kind of looks like Weiwei's sculpture, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
There's another grocery store. They sell fruit here, but I haven't seen one person come over here and get some. Look at their fruit, it's not fresh.
Ah.
It's
Nice.
not fresh. The best.
Mm.
Now look down the middle of the road, Chris. See I don't know what you would call them, kind of a partition.
Oh, yeah. Mm.
They're made out of metal.
Mhm.
And I think it's an amazing thing. It keeps people from crossing sides of the road.
That's good.
I think it helps to cut way down on accidents.
Yeah.
Now, this is a place. 韩口鸡, did they?
To taco what?
韩口鸡?
Koji?
韩口鸡?
Koji. It's a what?
I want to show you something.
Well, show me, show me. I am
Look
seeing
at
many
this.
leaves.
Look.
I'm seeing a walkway.
See? Did you see a
Your
walkway?
hair. I see the walkway.
You see
Ooh, what
some
is the
trees?
colors? Look up, look up. To the left, to the
Look
left, to the left. Not that far up.
Look.
My beautiful dingaling.
Huh?
To the right, to the right.
Huh?
Stop. No, left, 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 left. Left. Right
Stop.
there. What is there?
Oh, I am going there. It's just a place that has some lights on. See? Did you see?
Oh, that is
Ah.
beautiful.
Oh, it's like a pavilion, we'd call it, where you can go and sit round.
Yeah.
Sometimes they play music inside here.
Yeah, you see this?
What
we
is
can
that,
play this. There's some people playing basketball. Some people playing table tennis.
Ah,
I have no idea how to use this.
it's for exercise.
Oh, exercise. Okay.
Exercise park,
Yeah.
perhaps.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is one. There's some people playing table tennis right there.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Can you see them?
Yeah.
They're
I
playing
can.
table tennis. And look at this.
So cool, isn't it?
Yeah, really good.
Look at them. They're playing. Okay, this is the art gallery. It's
Yay.
I like it.
Ooh,
But it is not open.
Oh dear.
Oh, and it
But at
doesn't
least you've
have
got-
windows we can look in?
No, it doesn't.
Sucks.
There is a little statue there. Can you see?
No.
Yeah.
I can't.
Tractor.
It's too far away, I think.
Well, maybe you should cross the street. Can you cross the street?
Yeah, be careful. Don't get knocked down.
No, I cannot. It's far away from my house.
It's fine. Everything is far away from your house. What is your point?
Delivery guy.
Yeah, the delivery guy. I miss the delivery guy.
A advertisement place.
I'm going boxing again here shortly, sweetie. So we are
No,
going
you
to
can
have to
wait
wrap up.
until you can wait until everybody see my midnight snack.
Okay.
It's a special snack. It's traditional food. It's very awesome. It's one of the Cantonese food.
Cantonese
You
food.
know?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. It's popular and tasty.
Popular and
Popular.
tasty.
Yeah, it is. Nobody. See? Nobody here.
Welcome to life after COVID.
No,
Serious.
just because it's late.
Yeah.
Just because it's late.
Mm-hmm.
And then you come over here, you see, look at them. They parked their car on the walkway.
Oh
Did you
dear.
see?
Yeah, look at that.
Legal?
They
Yeah,
do-
it's illegal.
Oh, they do that here as well. Ugh.
Do that here in America, you're going to get towed.
Oh, good.
They're gonna get fined if
Yeah,
the policemen see this.
yeah.
Another place south.
Bicycles.
Bike.
Do you have a bike,
It's
young man,
illegal.
Johnny?
Have a bike?
Yeah.
I have
bicycle?
one. I have one in Shanghai. This place they sell some stinky noodles.
Stinky noodles.
Why are they stinking? Why are they stinking?
That's what they are called, Chris.
Oh yeah, right. Oh, it's
They
the
are called
Because
commercial.
it
stinky noodles,
smells
honestly, because
horrible.
they smell horrible.
Oh right.
But it tastes
Kind of
good.
like dirty.
Tastes good.
Oh, that's interesting. What makes it smell then? What is the smell? Do we
I
know?
think it's the bamboo, sour bamboo.
Oh right. Okay. Yeah.
兩衣攞條雞蛋腸打爆嘅，幾錢啊？ We see some ice. Tea with ice.
Ah.
Wait a minute. Cool. Wait a minute, I'm gonna show you. Disease.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. Is that a pancake?
It's not. I'm not sure how to explain that to you in English. Maybe you have to learn this thing.
It isn't like our traditional type of pancake.
Mm.
This isn't even a tin gin pancake. They make it and then they chop it up. I think you would equate it more with an omelet than a pancake.
Oh, right. Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Watch, she'll show you. It's
Oh, yeah.
kind of neat to watch them do it because
Yeah.
the people who do it have to be really skilled.
Right. Look at that egg.
Watch, there's the egg.
Yeah.
Now the egg goes on top of the batter, but believe it or not, does not sink into the batter.
Mm-hmm.
Now what she's calling lettuce,
in
we don't
there.
call lettuce. It is a green, but it is not lettuce.
Well, that's quick.
No,
It's
it's
run by
not mine.
speed.
It's not the. It's another one. It's not the
Oh,
one
it's
that
not yours?
you just put in there. It's not mine. It's another people. I don't like eating that pork, so I do not ask her to put any pork in there.
No pork. See how you are?
I
leave China.
I have the egg,
pork. You have no fun.
egg, lettuce, and corn, and that's enough. And little corn. You see the egg.
So let's see him do it.
And they cook.
They
You heard.
soak the eggs in the
We are
tea.
just waiting. Yeah. Waiting. Somebody with the
Delivery.
Ah, yeah. Delivery man. Now yours, Yannis.
Yeah. Within like 1 minute.
Yeah.
And it would be done.
That's quick.
Yeah, it is. And it's,
I put some soy sauce on it. It's gonna taste good.
That's proper fast food. Yeah.
Yeah. It's really fast and it tastes good.
Yeah.
I wish we had one of them here. You need to find out what the name of that machine is, Yannis.
Yeah, you could go into business.
Oh, go on business in America? They don't have
They don't make those here. I would love to make those. That would be a nice way to make money.
Mm.
Open up a small space on the beach. You could make that like, you know. Yeah, buddy.
That was really interesting. Yeah,
It is cool, isn't it?
Fascinating. That was really good. Yeah.
Okay, now you've got your midnight snack.
Yeah.
Chris is going to want his dinner.
I'm getting hungry.
And I have to get ready to go
You
box.
starving?
Yeah, I'm going to have some food now.
I have to go boxing.
Cantonese.
Boxing.
Boxing. When I get rich one day, I go to England and have Cantonese food with you.
You could have Cantonese, but you'd be better off having English food because you'll be in England. You can have Cantonese anytime.
Oh.
But when you come to England, you've got to have fish and chips and stuff
cool.
like that. And Yorkshire pudding.
The real one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the real deal.
The real deal.
The real English food.
See,
Okay,
we have to set it up, Chris. Now that I have the new job to go along with my professor's job, we will have to get Yanni and I will meet her in England, and then we can come back here. Does that sound like the plan, Yannis?
Yeah, it sounds great. Look at them. They're doing this. It's illegal. I should call the policeman. They will all get fined.
Okay, in America, the police are 911. What is it in England, Chris?
999.
Yannis, what is it? What is it in China?
110.
So now, if you are in England, you dial 999. If you are in America, it's 911. And if you dial England, is, I mean China.
The bridge over there. Did you see the bridge over there?
Over. Oh, look at that! Walk up there.
I cannot walk up there. It's far away from my house.
It's not far away from your house. Come on, Yanni. If you're going to show it to me, show it to me.
Okay. Look,
Bridges in China are not just for cars; they're also for people. I can see. Walk up it. Come on.
Oh, thank you.
If I was there, we would be walking up a bit.
I would be knocked out.
Come on, you can do it. You can do it. I know you can.
I cannot walk closer.
Act like there is not an entrance on your side. There's an entrance right there. I can see it right where you are standing. Go walk up to it.
Oh, it is closed. Too late. It's closed.
It is not closed. You are full of shit. It is
closed.
Oh, I love you, but you are full of shit.
It's time for you to go boxing for Chris to get dinner for me to enjoy my
You notice when she doesn't want to do something, how she kind of deviates? All right, girlie. Gango ene.
I love you too. Bye-bye.
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 Bye, everybody.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you.
Okay.